welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And so it's the East with the tip. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. They've got Jason Tatum, Antetokounmpo out there with Towns. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Brunson in at the point. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Jokic with it, out guarded by Tatum. Passes it to James. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
James against Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Curry. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In the corner, Tatum with it. And Curry pulls it down.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
James up top, jacks up a three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
LeBron with the bucket. James has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, what a find. This ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thanks, David. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Sinks the three-pointer.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Brunson with a clean look. Kevin Durant with the rebound. The West leading by 4. Here's James. Makes it off the glass. James has got his third basket of the night right there.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
One of the things I love about Towns is how versatile he is. He's a big guy who continues to be a matchup nightmare for defenses.
So the West ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for the East. Evan Mobley's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Damian Lillard in for Jalen Brunson. It's stolen by Cunningham. Feeds it to Mobley. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And then Lillard slams it in.
In spite of his size, Lillard's a tenacious rebounder. He'll battle you down low.
Harden the pass to Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cunningham outside. Takes it inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Now, here is Harden. No scoring in this one. Comes up empty down low. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Trailing by 2. Brown dishes to Lillard. The 11-footer. The West grabs the miss. Left side, Edwards. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Siakam is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. The East trail by 4. Lillard the pass to Cunningham. Here's Siakam. The kick out to Brown. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Edwards passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Lillard against Harden. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Garland is checked in for the East.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Williams scanning the floor. Edwards inside, guarded by Garland. Good on the shot. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Lillard outside. Over Harden. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 6. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the West All-Stars?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the court for the East All-Stars here in the second. We've got Tyler Hero. Siakam is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Tatum, and it's Garland in at the 1. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Siakam kicks to Garland. Giannis battling for the second look.
It takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift into a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
Curry fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing. The East trail by 9, and the pass to Siakam. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now a timeout called by the East.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Şengün's checked in for Wembanyama. Anthony Davis comes in for Jaren Jackson. Kevin Durant's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Edwards.
Personal foul.
What a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. To the middle, here's Cunningham. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cunningham against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, KD. Oh, good on the three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And how about the aggressiveness from Cunningham? Reading the defense and then just punishing them with that pull-up.
Curry dishes to Davis. Back to Curry. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first points of the game.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Towns. Up and in on the way. Towns has got 6.
He could have walked to the basket.
Now Curry. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Davis. Here's Curry with the 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East. 8-point game.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. The West making some changes. LeBron's checked in for Şengün. And it's James Harden in for Stephen Curry. The East also changing it up. Mobley, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Lillard subbed in for Tyler Hero. Brown's shot is good.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
On the wing, Harden. Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. And the West leads by 8.
Well, this man knows how to handle that rock. Looks like it's part of his body.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. Lillard. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Clever move that time by Lillard. He knows exactly when to take chances to be aggressive on offense.
LeBron against Brown. LeBron left side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And it's Durant missing. The East trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Davis. Jaren Jackson comes in for James. Jalen Williams is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam is checked in for the East. Garland comes in for Cunningham.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Outside Garland. And a miss there on the triple. Outside Edwards. From deep three-point land, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the West All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. It's the West All-Stars with the advantage at the half. They have a nice 7-point lead. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the West All-Stars.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on the East All-Stars?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Curry. LeBron James is out there with Durant. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard position. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Tatum.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
LeBron going to work inside.
And it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tatum down low. KD's on him.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Outside Durant, left side Curry. Shoots over Brunson. The shot by Curry, no good. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. LeBron against Antetokounmpo. Towns, the pass to Mitchell. From 10 feet out.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
Durant inside. Guarded by Tatum. KD with the bucket. And the West leads by 11. Tatum passes to Mitchell. Back to Tatum. Plenty of space. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now Curry. After Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer. And LeBron throws it down.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
And the East All-Stars call time here. Şengün's checked in for the West. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Took him no time at all on that one.
3 points.
Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
You got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range. I think it makes your whole team harder to defend.
That one goes in.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. We've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. BA, thank you.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Tatum passes to Mitchell. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Brunson, and Davis sends it back. And the rejection by Giannis. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And some changes here for the East. Brown is checked in for Jason Tatum. Cunningham comes in for Mitchell. And it's Garland in for Jalen Brunson. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses from close range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And they recover it. Durant, good on the bucket. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
KD, extremely effective on the offensive glass. Not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Antetokounmpo against Davis. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Towns wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Şengün. East grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Now, here's Garland. Still scoreless. Brown wide open. He fires. And Davis pulls it down. The West leading by 19. Inside, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the dunk by Towns.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Here's Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
There's Brown with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 6 points.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
To the inside. Curry can't get it to go. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the East All-Stars, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Brown out there with Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis taking flight.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for Anthony Davis. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Towns. Here's Siakam. Passes it to Brunson. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Jokic. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Siakam against Jokic. Antetokounmpo passes to Siakam. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Evan Mobley's checked in for the East. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. Off the inbound, and Mobley throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And James gets it to go.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
Brunson the pass to Tatum. Siakam outside. Here's Mobley. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't go that time. Good D by Mitchell. The East trail by 14. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's the pass to Jokic. Over Siakam. And it's the East with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the ball.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the West All-Stars?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Jalen Williams is checked in for the West. The West leading by 9. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Harden is sneaky with that ferocious dunking ability of his. You can tell he enjoys throwing it down with power.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Brunson outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brunson's got 7 points here in this quarter. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Dagnall talking to his team during the break. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From deep, James drills the three-pointer. And the West leads by 14.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Tatum passes to Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to LeBron, and stolen by Mobley. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williams, and he gets the bucket.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
The East trail by 13. Here's Tatum.
2 minutes remaining.
That shot is off. Good defense by Jokic. James all the way to the rack.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
Harden against Mitchell. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Good D by Mitchell. The East trail by 14. Brunson outside. Here's Tatum. Another shot. And Jokic with the rebound. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
For 3, Mitchell drills it from outside.
Donovan Mitchell.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Harden dishes to Williams. Back to Harden. And Harden hit the stop.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Tatum. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Curry with the 3, and Tatum pulls it down. Brunson, left side, and they pick up 2.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Curry on the wing. From past the arc, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.